Hey friend, you want to grow something? Me too. Listen, welcome back to the channel, you guys. My name is Angie. This is Life with Star. Honey, baby, I know everybody on this wave of trying to grow sustainable food for themselves or their family or just doing it as a hobby. And y'all, I joined the wave too. I started a garden. Yes, the girl who hates bugs started a garden. But I will tell y'all, I don't know where the green thumb came from, but I'm holding on to her tight because I could not keep anything alive for past like a 2 week mark, right? Things would just die in my possession. But things are now flourishing in my possession too. So today is going to be kind of like an unofficial garden tour. I say unofficial because the garden is not 100% complete. However, I have things growing and we have things now in our garden beds. And I just want to show it with you because, damn it, I'm proud of it, okay? I do have some plants below on the ground. And then I also have a table behind me that has some seedlings, and we'll get into all that. But before we do, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Honey, this is lifestyle, beauty, and gardening, and everything in between. You get some fitness, you might get fed, okay? You might get some healing, maybe you might get some plant, you might get some parenting. You just never know what you're gonna get on this channel because I am the niche and I don't subscribe to one thing. Baby, my life ain't one thing, so you're not gonna get just one thing from me. So I would love to have you. If this video is enjoyable to you, it feeds your spirit, your mind, your body, soul, your something, okay? Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share it either because somebody else might want to see this particular video if they need inspiration on how to grow a garden. What else? Click the notification bell so you don't miss the next upload. And honestly, I'm just rambling and I'm just talking too much. I think that we should just go ahead and get into the tour. What do you say? Fred, come on, let's go look at some plants. Okay, friends, so don't mind the mess, honey. Listen, first of all, when I decided to start this whole garden thing, I was only going to start off with just like a couple little plants. Baby, the whole patio has now been taken over by all the things. But once everybody gets kicked out and put into their permanent dwellings, I can reclaim my patio back. So, as promised, like I said in the intro, I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown. So, this is my oregano plant. I actually was gifted this from a friend of mine from when I used to do like direct sales moons ago. She actually bought products from me. Anyway, she has some property and she has all the things, animals, all types of vegetation, fruit trees and plants and all the things. And she's such a sweetheart. And she gifted this to me, literally ripped it from an existent plant and gave it to me. I recently dropped some extra seeds in here just because I neglected her a little bit. I was afraid that I was going to be losing the plant. As you can see, she's a lot greener now. So she's making a comeback, honey. This is one of my bell pepper plants, okay? I've been topping them, but you can see right in that center area, there are some bell peppers forming. I may top her again just to get her a little bit bushier. I'm not in no rush. This is a ricotta. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a ricotta pepper plant. It's supposed to be more on the sweet, spicy side versus spicy. So it does get very bushy. Shy did accidentally, or maybe on purpose, I don't know, knock some of the leaves off. But it's very healthy. It's growing very well. And I'm actually very excited to see when the flowers start to form in and come together. But it is a slow growing pepper plant. So, yeah. Child, listen, this citronella plant, it did its job for the time that it was doing it, baby. And I'm going to dump her and put something else in this pot because, ooh, baby. Anyway, so the same lady who gave me the oregano plant, y'all, she gave me this avocado tree and mango tree. Now, it has seen better days, but it is holding on. And my project over the next week or so is I'm going to try to up pot them and get them in a nice pretty planter. Oh, you guys, look at the squirrel. Can you see the squirrel? See if we can zoom in. See the squirrel on the fence? I have a family of squirrels, okay? If you guys follow me on TikTok, you will remember how I had to literally save a squirrel because I had drained the pool ahead of Hurricane Milton, and the squirrel was trying to drink out the pool to get some water, fell in, I panicked. Anyway, it was a whole ordeal. It went like super crazy viral. But I believe that this is maybe one of the babies. I'm not even sure. I can't keep up. I've named all of them, but they probably all the same squirrel. Anyway, so yes, this is the mango tree. I think there might be like a 2-for-1 in here. I really need to get this up potted because I don't want it to become root bound. Same thing with the mango tree. And I feel like if they had a bigger dwelling, then they might be able to just flourish a little bit better. These are just some herbs that I started. So you guys, I started a lot of my stuff from seed, okay? This culantro plant is also something that she gifted to me. And as you guys can see, the plant has started to bolt and we have multiple, like, I think like I counted yesterday, it was like 14 pods. All these pods have seeds in them, okay? So all these pods have seeds in them. And when they dry out, I'm literally just going to harvest the seeds and I can repurpose them in the same pot if I wanted to, or in additional pots, whatever my heart fancies. But a lot of the stuff I have grown from seed because, like I said, baby, this started from one little thing and now it's a whole little thing. It's a whole little situation. I do have some store-bought herbs just because I was trying to get the beds kind of together. And this is actually garlic. We have some beefsteak tomatoes, honey. We have some tomatillos. We have some cilantro, which was so hard to grow. But hey, look at us. We're doing it, honey. I don't know what this is. I'm waiting for it to grow a little bit more. It might be a cucumber. I'm not sure. I was trying to grow strawberries, and that's not a strawberry. So she's a surprise plant. We're just going to see what happens. And look at this garlic, y'all. Ooh, that's so exciting. So bell pepper, bell pepper, bell pepper, cayenne pepper that has started to flower. Let's see. I don't have any. This flower actually just dried up. We have a couple that have dried, and I'm just waiting to see if we're gonna get a cayenne pepper pop out. Hello, Mr. Lizard. I see you, honey. Okay, so I did nasturtium from seed. Nasturtium is a really, really beautiful flower, you guys. That's great. That's like a trap crop. That's really good for pests, but it's also edible. It has like a peppery, like kind of flavor taste to it. And the leaf, petals, and the flowers are edible. So that's exciting. And then we have some baby choy, some eggplant, and some basil. You guys, look at how pretty that basil looks. I can't believe I grew this. This is so amazing. So anyway, let's go ahead and head out the door. This is one of the cherry tomato plants that anyway, it's a long story. Told y'all I was gonna give you a garden tour, so here we are. Oh, you guys, so me and my son spent hours digging up all these pavers out of the ground. Oh my word. And in another part of the backyard, I feel like there are more, but baby, it's a lot of work. If you've ever dug any of these things when they have been implanted into the ground, like it's definitely a full-scale job. I've tried to get them as clean as possible. I don't know if I can get them any cleaner, to be honest with you, but I think I'm just gonna spray paint them. I don't know. You guys put in the comments what you guys think is a good idea. But you guys, look at the beds. Now, I'm gonna show you guys something because there's a huge difference between this bed and this bed, okay? Number one, this bed was done before this one, okay? But the only thing is, y'all, I did not shade this bed. So it is going through, not only is it going through transplant shock, it's going through heat exhaustion, okay? So whenever you're going to be moving your plants, that cherry tomato that y'all had just seen, there was 3 of them. But I had kind of given up on them because, I mean, the storm had came last year and I just was kind of like, maybe growing tomatoes, anything is not for me, right? But the plants would not die. And they were kind of root bound in these red solo cups because I was using solo cups. That's actually a very inexpensive way for you guys to start a garden. So anyway, I said, you know what, let's give them a shot. So I brought them out here to the beds and buried them deep to try to give them a chance. I went ahead and topped the basil, okay? Everybody's starting to slowly bounce back. The marigolds did dry out because of the heat, but we have new buds already forming very quickly. I'm actually very excited about that. So I did remove all the dried pods, but they do still release some smell for some time. So that's why you guys see them scattered in the bed here, okay? So I know that the plant looks very sad, but already we have new growth. Already we have new growth. So that's a great sign. That means it's adjusting well, and I'm excited. But if you are going to make drastic changes to your garden, as in transplanting things, and it is in the heat of spring, I actually live in Florida, okay? So it gets very hot here, even before summer. Please shade your plants. You don't have to use anything fancy. You can literally use bed sheets. If you follow me on TikTok, I actually just posted a video of cool gardening hacks for your bed. I had a sheet over this one, and I used a big umbrella for this one. Now, with this one though, I shaded her. And when I tell you, honey, ignore that leaf down there that has the white spot. That's just from, anyway. I shaded this bed, and it is holding up so well. So between about 12 and 4:30 is when the heat really starts to pick up. So about like 5:30-ish, I remove all the shading and then let them get that sun, the sun from the sunset, but also so they can get the sun from the sunrise. I want them to get the morning sun, okay? So I got an arch trellis, you guys. I'm so excited. This bed will be done this week. This bed will be probably done this week as well. I have some sugar baby watermelon that Shy is trying to grow. They had a little bit of an adjustment when they were moved in here, but they are adjusting well. And then I bought a cherry tree. Barbados cherry tree, you guys. If you guys are not familiar, it is self-pollinating, so you do not need 2 trees, okay? So in this bed, I think we're gonna be doing green beans, and I haven't decided yet. I'm still trying to like map out how I'm gonna do this. It's easier if you map out your beds. Like you can draw it on paper. If you have Canva, you can put like a little digital art version of your bed together. That way it's just easier for you to transition. In the center here, you guys, I have beets. And then in the outer bank here, I have bush beans because they don't need to, they'll just grow really short and bushy and they don't need to climb or vine. So that's gonna be perfect. I'm just trying to fill up as much space with the bed as possible. But you guys can see the cukes are already forming some tendrils. So I'm hoping that they will start to stretch here and start to climb. That's gonna be very exciting to see. Here we're building, Lord help me. I'm growing potatoes, okay? And I can see that there's a little Spidey. You guys can see the little web. Can you guys see the web? That's cute. Potatoes are doing great. I have to top this bag off, and I'll probably top this bag off a little bit. So potatoes are really cool because you literally just put a little bit of soil in the bottom of the bag or barrel or container, whatever you're doing. Just make sure it has good drainage. And then you add your potatoes with the eyes up. The eyes are those sprouts, the roots that grow on your potatoes when you keep them for too long. Yeah, we all do it. Don't judge. And then you cover it with dirt. And then as the foliage starts to grow up, this beautiful, it's so pretty, you guys. I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, I grew this. This is a result of my hard work. I love it. But as it starts to grow up, you just keep topping it with more soil to cover it, because that's where all your little potatoes are going to come from. So these are 5-gallon bags, and I put about I had potatoes that had multiple eyes, so I cut them into pieces. I can't really remember how many. I think between 4 and 5 pieces in each bag, y'all. So we'll just see what happens, you know. It's all a big experiment. This is my Temptation grapevine. Y'all, I named my garden Rhythm and Roots, so I'm trying to come up with different names. So Temptation grapevine, and then the Barbados cherry tree down there is Cherry LaBelle. But this one is adjusting great. These are 20-gallon. Both the Barbados cherry tree and this grapevine are in 20-gallon pots. So we're just gonna see what happens. So yeah, you guys, that is the garden. It is slowly coming together here. I'm really excited to see how things come together. Like I said, those 2 beds will be complete. I have more grow bags because of the bell peppers that need to come out. And then I have 24-inch rounds. These are from Snugnature, and those are the size of those beds are 4 by 2 by 1. Okay, beds perfect size for me. Yes, I do still have to bend over a little bit, but you know what? It's fine. It works. Just make sure I stretch a lot and wear a brace if needed. I also have their 24-inch round raised beds, which I'm possibly going to use for my tomatillos. I don't know. I have these birdcage trellises too. Like, it's all the things. But here's the thing, y'all. Y'all don't have to overextend your pocketbook, okay, to have a good flourishing garden. But if you are able to and you want to have like an aesthetically pleasing garden, like if that's your goal, then that's great. And if not, listen, you can have a garden with 100 grow bags if you want to. You don't have to do all this stuff. But this is just what I want. This brings me peace. This brings me joy. And this is like the stillness of my day. Like, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm just so obsessed with this bed, y'all. Like, let me have to go back in before I dip out. But look how gorgeous she is. She is so good. Like, the flowers are not dry. They're still very soft, which is good. So they did still experience a little bit of, hardship rather, but they are hanging on strong. And our cukes, I'm so excited. Last year I tried to do cucumbers and I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I'll be real with y'all. So I'm excited to see how things go now with everything, but I just think she looks so pretty, and I can't wait to see when the beets come in and the bush beans come in. It's gonna look like such a beautiful bed of edible things. I'm excited. So yeah, y'all, here is my garden, Rhythm and Roots. Get excited, friends. Listen, I don't know what I'm doing either, okay? I couldn't keep nothing alive past 2 weeks at one point. But you know what? One thing I didn't do is I didn't quit and I didn't give up, because I planted my seeds, I kept showing up, and if you quit, you just never know what can happen, right? Grow something, friend. Spread love is free. Tell somebody that you love them. Okay, friend, I hope that you enjoyed that garden tour as much as I did. Like I said, it's not 100% done. I'm extremely, extremely proud about it. Honestly, I just can't wait to see what this season of growing brings me, whether it's one item that I harvest or it's 100. You know what I mean? This is more of like a healing journey for me, but I still want to grow something, okay? I still want to harvest something. I still want to eat something. So I hope that you were inspired. Listen, like I told y'all in the beginning, I couldn't keep anything alive past 2 weeks, sometimes shorter. But we've been at this thing, and I've just been learning from all my previous mistakes and just making adjustments and just continuing to show up for my plants, right? Because when you plant the seed, if you don't nurture it and if you don't like stay consistent with the seed that you have planted, you just never know what it may grow into. So grow something, y'all. Spread love is free. It costs nothing to tell somebody that you love them. I love you guys. Thank you so much for visiting the channel today, and I am so excited. All right, friend, I'll talk to you later.